Yeah, this is the crypto EO. We're going to be forming an internal working group to make to make America the world capital in crypto under your leadership.
Which is really going up, right?
Absolutely.
Holy. The crypto capital?
All right, David, that's for you.
Thanks, sir.
We're just the capital of everything now, I guess. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what's going on, right? There it is.
You find them exciting? They might not be exciting, but they're going to make a lot of money for the country.
Well, there you go. Who knew it would be that easy? A single signature on the page, and apparently the United States is the crypto capital of the world. But it is going to be a lot easier without a tyrannical government bearing down on this industry. We had two massive crypto executive orders issued today, and one people are saying is directly related to Ripple and XRP. People were losing their minds over this. XRP derangement syndrome at its finest. We're going to dig into it. What did these executive orders actually say? What does it mean? Just a lot of news to go over. We'll start with this breaking. President Trump has signed an executive order to develop a national digital asset stockpile. We'll see, what does it actually say? What are they going to do here? And secondarily, there was a second executive order related to crypto signed to establish a working group. This is going to be important. How are we going to regulate the digital asset space in a sensible manner? How are we going to encourage real companies to go out there and build the future? We are working quickly. We had two today. They're not going to be the last. This is massive. Now, Mental Law Man saying the following. There is no mention of the government buying Bitcoin or any other digital asset in the EO signed today. So they're not saying they're going to buy Bitcoin. They're not saying they're going to buy XRP. But the working group's going to evaluate potential creation and maintenance of a national digital asset stockpile and propose criteria for establishing such a stockpile. It's going to happen. Every country in the world, just like they hold gold, are going to hold digital assets. This is the future. And we see potentially derived from cryptocurrencies lawfully seized by the federal government through its law enforcement efforts. So like we had with the Silk Road, hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin seized, other things like this. From time to time, the government gets these big stockpiles from criminals, and instead of auctioning them off, selling them onto the market, we're just going to hold. That's probably how this stockpile starts. There will be a pivot at some point in time where the government actually goes into the market and acquires more. It's going to happen, but you got to start somewhere, and I think it's going to start here. And so it just goes down to which ones are you going to hold? If they get a bunch of Dogecoin Mars, they'll probably, sell that off. But you get yourself some XRP, some Ethereum, some Bitcoin. Well, that you might want to hold back for the stockpile. I think that's how we'll see this play out here. Now, there was a big interview at Davos with Larry Fink from BlackRock. And he was talking about what he wants to see in finance, in crypto the most. And it's using this technology to tokenize bonds and stocks. So we know they're going to launch a new stock exchange in Texas, and he wants to cut out the middleman, all this nonsense, instant trades, instant settlements. And furthermore, it makes voting that much easier because it's all blockchain based. So you can just push that out to the actual owners of the stock, because voting by proxy is a big issue. It's a big problem. And this is one way we can solve that. So there's a lot of exciting stuff here. You best believe this is going to happen. Of course, Ethereum is a leader right now in this arena. You have Solana. You have things like up and coming like Sui. But also don't forget, they're making a lot of big advancements to the XRP ledger. And this is an area where XRP could be a force. Again, the original blockchain that allowed you to issue tokens, to tokenize assets, real world assets, whether it's gold, stocks, bonds, whatever, you name it, you can tokenize it on the ledger. I think we need some light programmability in terms of smart contracts, but this is something, if they do it right, if they do it correctly, it could be a major player in the RWA space, which is going to be one of the first to be adopted in a big way by institutions. Keep an eye on that. We see John Deaton saying step number 1 complete. This was big. Eleanor Terrett today breaking the news. The SEC has officially rescinded SAB 121, which stated if banks were going to hold cryptocurrencies on their balance sheet, you have crypto assets. You have yourself some Bitcoin. You have yourself some XRP. Instead of putting it as an asset, which it is, it's in the name digital asset, they had the book, Crypto is a Liability. Think about how crazy that is and how that disincentivizes anyone to get in this space. That's gone. That's a game changer. That's as big as it gets. And it's just, again, step one, but it's done. We're making progress every day. It's so many things that on a regular time, if you just had one of these things, the whole crypto market would explode and we're just getting overload. I think at this point in time, people are going to have to process all this. They're not understanding what is happening here. We see this by Hester Peirce. She's saying bye-bye, SAB 121. It's been fun. You know, this is someone that I've been critical at times, but to be fair, there's not a lot she could do, but she's hung in there and I think made it to a better time where this agency can go and do some real rulemaking, give some guidance to the space, and really incentivize entrepreneurs to do things in the right way. I think that's what we're going to see now. John Deaton saying the following: we all know Crypto Mom is way too professional, polite, and this is a nice way to say it, but her posting this is, well, a middle finger to Gary Gensler. I truly believe she has had the most frustrating job in government during the last 5 or 6 years. Of course, she's always said we have a better approach we could take, and they've just refused to do it, mainly for political reasons, attacking the crypto space. That day is coming to an end, and we're going to see if Hester Peirce can step up here and help bring a sensible regulatory, environment to bear here for the industry. Bitcoin Magazine reporting that Morgan Stanley CEO Ted Pick says banks will work with the U.S. regulators on offering crypto. Now that that's gone, they can jump in a big way. Now, this is what got people going crazy. And I don't know if this is true. We've heard a lot of rumors of this. The Wolf of Wall Street saying the following: strong rumor. Don't shoot the messenger here, but hear it through a reliable channel. So whoever he got this from supposedly is reliable. The strategic stockpile they are discussing is Bitcoin and XRP. Not a joke. We will see. And I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all, but I suspect it'll be Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and other major cryptocurrencies of value. I don't think XRP is going to be left out. I don't also believe it's only going to be Bitcoin and XRP, but maybe day one. I mean, again, Ripple is a big supporter here of the administration, big donations, and they're going to continue to be a big funder of policies going forward. The midterms. You don't think they're sitting here saying, we want that money for the midterms. You might see something like that, where probably it should be Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, but maybe Ethereum's left out because of this kind of thing, because they are funding stuff. You don't know. It could happen, but I suspect, again, it's where are we going, and it's all your major crypto assets I think they will hold in the stockpile. The weighting, it'll probably be, a big majority of Bitcoin, but it'll be other crypto assets is what we'll see. That we see this poster. Like if you want XRP to go to zero. So just hearing that XRP may be in this strategic stockpile, people are going nuts. Let's bankrupt them. Like, they've already tried, first of all. Listen, pal, if you think you could take us under, the U.S. government, Gary Gensler, Jay Clayton, William Hinman, you name it, couldn't do it. I doubt this poster on X has enough firepower to get it done, but be my guest. Go ahead and try. We also see this post by this Pierre Rochard. He's been posting a lot today. The biggest obstacle for strategic Bitcoin reserve is not the Fed, not the Treasury, banks, or Elizabeth Warren. It's Ripple and XRP. So, now we're the biggest risk to the crypto space. They're aggressively lobbying against SBR by throwing around millions at politicians, desperately trying to derail it. They did the same to attack Bitcoin mining, which isn't fair. Ripple didn't do that. That was Chris Larson, once again, stirring up a hornet's nest for no reason. But, that was him personally. That was not the company. A lot of people in Ripple, whether it's executives, developers, they hold Bitcoin themselves. They don't want to, create a Bitcoin. Obviously, they want to protect their marketing narrative and push CBDCs built on their platform. We'll have to see how that develops. I'm not a fan of CBDCs. We're going to get them eventually. We're going to get them globally, and Ripple's going to probably be a player there, I suspect. From the same poster here, we see, is it true that Ripple is actually just a big seller of XRP? Now, this is a funny narrative I've heard before. Well, they just created the XRP with just a few keystrokes for free. Every cryptocurrency, and this is from David Schwartz, in existence is created by someone by typing code on a computer. Bitcoin, Ethereum, these aren't naturally occurring resources. It's not like gold, you're digging it out of the ground, or a diamond you found in a diamond mine. Someone created all of this. Now, the distribution method can be a little bit different, whether you're mining or staking or however you're doing it, but they're all created by somebody in the code for free, essentially, other than their time and their ability to make something useful and go build value with it. That's what matters. But there isn't a cryptocurrency that someone didn't just code and make for free. Satoshi made every Bitcoin for free. He just made a distribution model that made you mine for it. Not a big difference there. Lastly, we see Van Eck, head of digital asset research, says retail investors, the two cryptos they want the most on this platform is Cardano ADA and XRP. Just a matter of time, people. This is going to be a bull run for the ages. Let me know what you think down below. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.